Hello, everyone. We are here for the oral history interview program of Heritage Center IIT Madras. We have with us Sudha H., who graduated in 1975, and we'll be asking her about her experiences and the days she spent in IIT Madras. And we have with us also Amrita Warrior, a first semester PhD student of Mathematics Department, and she'll be accompanying me in this program.
So, ma'am, let me begin with your schooling days and your BSc days. You told you were in Madurai at that time. I would like to know about those days. And when did you decide that mathematics is your passion or that you decided to go pursue in mathematics, BSc and MSc?
Yeah, I studied in OCPM High School, Madurai, and then Lady Doe College. I graduated in mathematics, BSc. So when I was in school, there was an elective to be chosen in the 10th. I studied in English medium where the rest of the sections were Tamil medium. So they could not offer maths as an elective because they didn't have enough people or enough teachers. So they offered biology and chemistry only, and I was very disappointed. At that time, I wanted to learn mathematics. Even before that, I would go one more step. In my 6th standard or 7th standard, my school had taken me on an excursion to Chennai. And we went to the moon markets.
Huh.
So when all the girls were buying purses and beads and all that, I got a book, Fun with Mathematics. That was the beginning, I would say. And then I had to take the biology as an elective in 10th. Even though my father suggested that I could change school and all, I didn't want to change the school also. But what happened, I was only interested in mathematics to be pursued in college. So in PUC, I wanted to take the first group. At those days, it was PUC. First group, mathematics, physics, and chemistry. But strangely, I'm so grateful to that professor, Mrs. Aida Durasamy. She offered to teach 3 of us who had not taken maths as an elective to coach us specially during the morning time before college started. And then she would take us into the math stream. So I don't know at this commercial age, I don't know why she did it. We didn't pay her anything. And I don't know where she is now. She left the college even when I was studying. So because of her, I could take the maths group in PUC and I did very well. I was first in everything. And then another thing happened that in Madurai University, they offered a course called Special Mathematics. They introduced Special Mathematics BSc, Special Physics BSc, Special Chemistry. And that was there only for a short period. Later on, they removed it. So I had to take the special maths. So it was more of maths, no ancillary like physics, chemistry. And I stood first in the university.
It's like BSc Maths honors nowadays. We have such a thing. You only have to learn maths.
Yeah, only maths.
Okay. And how did you come to know about IIT Madras? There were only very little IITs at that time. And what was the admission procedure here? Now we have JAM exam, joint admission test for masters to get into MSc Maths or MSc Physics Chemistry. So how was it?
I had a professor called Mrs. Vatsala Krishnamani who had studied in the IIT. And then she said, and because I was doing very well, she said, you must go on study in the IIT. So I came and wrote the entrance exam those days. But when there was an interview by Professor SKS, he asked me, why did you write the entrance exam? Because you stood first in the Madurai University BSc course. We take them directly. You need not have done the entrance exam. So I didn't know about that. So that is how I got.
Okay. So, Professor SKS means SK Srinivasan.
SK Srinivas.
Yeah. Was he HOD that time? Or
No,
mathematics
Dr.
department?
Nigam was the HO.
Yeah, Professor Nigam. Yeah, so you could have joined directly.
Yeah, directly. I didn't know that. Nowadays, you have the media, you can Google and then find out what is the criteria for admission and all that.
So finally, you came to IIT Madras. So which hostel? Because you came from Madurai, definitely you would have stayed in hostel.
Yeah, I
Which
stayed
hostel
in
did you stay? And that time, like how many hostels were
There was-
there? And
only with the Sarai hostel for women. So, and that also, it was not offered to everybody because there was not enough space for that. Some of the local students were coming from home only, Liberty College. So, only those from outside got rooms in the Sarai hostel.
I think that was only girls' hostel that time,
Yes,
Sarayu.
Sarai hostel.
Yeah.
Okay. Then, what was the class strength of at that time, and like how many girls were all there in your batch and physics, chemistry, and other batches? And all? Do you remember?
Yeah, almost all of these MSc batches, they were about less than 20.
Okay.
So in my batch, about 17 to 18 were there. 7 girls, I remember. The rest were boys.
Almost half.
Yeah.
And like, what was the grading system? It was semester wise or year wise, and how about the syllabus?
It was 4 semesters. full years.
Just like now.
Yeah. So, and there used to be 3 assessments. They used to call it something.
Quiz 1, quiz 2, and
No, some days. I forgot the name. The
Assessment.
assessments.
So before semester, in between.
Before the semester, and they used to take 2 best
okay.
of the.
It's somewhat like
Yes,
quiz.
yes. Now we only have 2, and taking that directly itself.
And then the exam, final exam at the end of the semester.
So you remember your teachers, the faculties, the HOD, as you said, Professor Nigam was
HOD
the
was
HOD,
Dr.
and
Nigam.
yeah, and the other professors who were taking your
Other
class.
Dr. Achudan, Dr. Maji, Dr. Paul, Dr. Jagaraja, Dr. R.S. Subramanian, who did probability, then Dr. Shankara. then
Is
later-
it P.V. Subramanian? No,
No,
R.S.
Dr. R.S. Subramanian.
Okay.
In Dr. Shankara, then later I learned he became a monk. And then I saw him in Delhi also. And then he recognized me.
Oh, let's get it. Yeah. So those days, your friends, like after, like you, how many girls were there in your class, like apart from you, and because you were
Yes,
staying in hostels?
3 of us were staying in the hostel, and 4 were coming from their homes.
Okay.
So we used to, we used to live here during the weekdays and then go home. I used to go to my uncle's place during the weekends.
Okay.
We used to go for walks, then go to the temple, Jalakandeshwara temple.
Yeah.
It's here
So
in
that time,
Chandani.
how many temples were there
I
on
think that
campus?
that Durgai temple was there.
Yeah,
and then
Piliyaman. Piliyaman.
and
That is in Jalakandeshwara.
Jalakandeshwara temple.
And so your time, how was the social life? Like, I wanted to, how did you spend your time apart from classes, like the hostel life, the
Yeah.
life in IIT? I
Yes.
want to say.
There are a lot of things were going on. But to my interest, I've been learning Carnatic music from early childhood. So there was a music club.
Yeah.
That was conducted by Professor Narendran. He was a
T.T. Narendra.
research scholar at that time. And it used to happen in CLT. Top artists used to come and perform. There was one other girl, she is Ratna. She was doing M.Tech. So only she used to play the veena. So I used to go to her room and sing, and then she used to play the veena. So we could relate to each other's
So was
interests.
she from mathematics?
No, she was doing M.Tech.
M.Tech. Okay.
Yeah. And we used to go to the CLT to know the lectures and for the concerts. And then we used to say, it's such a reputed artists are coming. And then so cheap, I think it was 2 rupees per student and 3 rupees for the staff and adults. So, but no takers. It used to be mostly empty. So we used to regret that it was not being made use of properly. Oh. So, and then I joined the swimming, but I didn't do that because I was scared. So I didn't do that completely.
So swimming pool was functioning that time. Your
No,
time.
not here. They used to go to Anna Square, Marina Beach.
Okay.
They used to take us there on Sundays.
And what about the open air theater?
Open air theater, I can't say much because I've never been interested in movies. I don't know Hindi. So most of them used to be Hindi movies, English movies. And we used to spend the time studying.
Yeah,
Most of the
and
time-
music and music.
Yes,
And music.
Yeah.
And weekends, I never used to be here. I used to go to my uncle's place. Because then they were expecting me every weekend.
Yeah, yeah. And like the facilities you were getting on campus, like about the food, about the
Yeah, food was good. Food was good. I have no complaints. As later it was, I don't know, at that time it was quite good.
but you have that time, did you have mess inside the hostel?
Yes.
Yeah, because now we have in IIT the common messes,
Huh.
like
So
they
food-
can have food
okay.
in
in different
common places. The messes are, there are few messes where there are no messes inside hostels. Like your time, it was like that. Now it is different.
yeah,
No
where
food
it
was-
was
no, yeah. Did you like the food
Yes.
of the hostel? Mhm. And I wanted to ask you something about the cultural festival actually, because you were fond of music, you were learning music. There was a festival that started in '74 called Mardi Gras.
yeah, Mardi Gras.
So that was a cultural festival.
Yeah, I remember, and a lot of I think outsiders come and
Yeah, they
take part in the
yes,
competitions.
Yes, lot of
One is
competitions
there was
and
a
programs.
college competition, and a
Yeah.
lot of colleges were. I think one of the MSc students, she was the judge for that. So all the college articles they came to our hostel, and then we picked up some things. And after she finished judging, we picked up some of those colleges. That's all I remember. I think I was not much outgoing on that.
Now it's just changed to Sarang, right?
Mardi Gras started in '74 and it changed to Sarang in 1996. Now the cultural festival is Sarang, so which just got over just now. On 13th was the last day. It's a kind of mega event now.
And ma'am, at that time, girls were not that much out to studies, especially during PG and also. How was the pressure that you have to face, especially from relatives or from neighbors or from everybody out? And do you have any supporting system you got, maybe family or friends, somebody who supported you a lot from the beginning itself?
I think those days MSc was not a problem. I think engineering might have been a problem for girls. My father was a little reluctant to, because we were in Madurai, and we had applied and I got the admission, everything. And then he was supposed to leave me here and leave for Madurai. Then he became suddenly, he said, should you be here or will you come back to Madurai someday? Then my uncle was there. He said, no, leave her here and go. So that was not, but later studying PhD and all was not encouraged in my family, I would say, especially my uncle, no, because they were a bit conservative. Yeah. Because the marriage comes first, then only the studies.
So before coming to the convocation, I have some convocation photo of yours, your time, 75. But before that, I would like to ask, like, do you remember any particular lecture during those 2 years? I think you will never forget those 2 years. And later you became the merit prize winner. But during your 2 years time, there's 73 to 75. So do you remember any professor in particular or any lecture in particular or something in particular, like you'll never forget, quite memorable for you? Or everything was it might happen that you remember everything, like everything was memorable.
Yeah. There's nothing special about the lectures, I would say. But one
Any
thing,
special area of interest and all at that time during MSc?
I was interested in graph theory. There was one Professor Parthasarathy.
Ah.
I wanted to do my research. I had applied for my PhD actually. I wanted to do my research in pure maths. But I could not get, they didn't offer any core math subject at that time. And even those offered, didn't have proper dates in that time.
Okay.
So this, for your question, I just want to say one thing, that there was one subject, numerical analysis, and there was assessment. And at the end of the assessment, I got an F.
Oh,
So which I had never faced in my life.
yeah.
So the problem was that it was a big procedure, and I had made some error in the beginning, and that carried on till the end.
Yes.
So then I got so upset that I thought that was the end of my life, and this is not going to work and all that. And then I slowly came out of it. Then later I realized, it's better to face such things and then face failures also. And then when my daughter did her probability course in the US, the same thing happened. She had made a mistake, and then she called us and then said, I'm going to get a 0, and she cried and all that. She got 100%. And then those professors said, your method is correct, so we don't care about this. So that was the big gap I found. A big gap with the times or gap in those places.
That's like maybe a different system
Yes.
of
Yes. Yeah, it also counts that you have to be accurate also is there.
Yes. But right now, there we have computers and programming, so we don't have to be accurate in calculation, mental calculation. Now other things are doing it, like computers and programs.
sometimes it's good to do mistakes also.
Yes, that's what I learned.
So coming going back to 1975 when you graduated, this is the album. 1970, that was 12th convocation, and the chief guest was CPN Haksar. Yeah, he was deputy chairman planning commission.
Yes.
And we have photographs here where you are taking the Belly prize, and this is the photograph. So and we have a photograph where you are singing that
Taking the oath.
taking the oath institute place, and you are in the front. Do you remember this?
Yes.
Or anything would you like to tell
This is-
about?
that was the International Year for Women. That
Okay, 75.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually the topper in BTech, he takes the vote.
Okay.
And that day he could not come.
Oh.
So being International Year for the Women, they told me to take the vote. And as you said that the registrar,
This is
Sethanathan,
Sethanathan?
he coached me on this. And also that finally Mr. Sahana Bhavatu, all that he coached me.
Okay, yeah. So that's how you were there in
Yes,
the front in this
yes.
photograph. Yeah. And there is another photograph where you are taking this is the merit prize you are taking.
Yeah.
And I could see we have another photograph. Yeah, someone else. I can see the girl student taking the prize. By chance, you remember? I don't know. It happened to me this morning. I was looking at the photographs.
No, I can't remember.
But that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, any particular memory about the convocation?
About this convocation, I because I was acquainted with Mr. Narendran, he would team me up with a few more students for singing the invocation. for the
Actually, I
convocation.
have the invocation photograph
Yeah, for the
here.
2 convocations that I was here, 1973 to 74, 74 to 75, I had sung the invocation. Pitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujasya gurugariyan natvat samastya bhyarihagutanyo lokatrayebhya pratima prabhava tasmat pranamya pranadayakayam प्रसादयेद्वां रमीशमीड्यं पितेव पुत्रस्य सखेव सख्युः प्रियप्रियार्हसि देव सोढुम् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः.
So 74 was Indira Gandhi became the chief guest.
Yeah, 73 convocation, 74 convocation.
Both the invocation, yeah, you.
I had two
okay.
girls and two boys used to say.
Actually, I was looking at the invocation photograph and I was just trying to computer to zoom it and see.
Okay, I
who
don't
are
have
there.
that photograph.
Actually, here we have this, but I don't know who are they. There are.
No,
yeah.
but in this convocation, it may not be me.
Yeah, it may because you were in the convocation, so there are some other people.
Yeah,
there.
this is Narendran, yeah.
Oh yeah, it
Yeah.
is Professor Titi Narendra.
Yes.
And I think two
other
girls
girls,
there.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I forgot.
So maybe I will look into other.
Yes,
74 and 73. 74. I think Indira Gandhi was the chief guest. It happened in KV Ground, if you remember.
I don't remember.
Yeah, 73, 74. I'll just check
I
the
think I
photos.
must have been worried about this.
Yeah.
Invitation.
And ma'am, how was your life after IITM then? Like, were you working?
Yeah, I was working as assistant professor for the same Dirido College till I got married. That was for 1 year. And then I had children, so I thought better to bring them up well in their babyhood. And then when they grew up, then I joined. And those days, the requirement was an MPhil or PhD to teach in a college. So then I joined the school where my children were going to. Then I've taught in different schools. Vikasa Madurai, Delhi Public School. Then Padma Seshadri in Chennai. Our own English high school in Dubai. Then the Indian International School in Dammam, Saudi Arabia. So, and then I coached many students for competitive exams like SAT, CAT. So I would say I was more a freelancer after some time. I was liberated from this kind of examination coaching and systems. And then I started doing whatever I want. Even now we are doing something like called the 360 degrees learning. Somebody has started. They want to tell students, young students, how mathematics is related to other areas, and then how there was a contribution from Indian mathematicians to this. All those things we are still doing, like Leelavati of Bhaskaracharya. So I'm just doing something in a fun way.
Actually, mathematics, many people consider mathematics to be a very tough subject in school. No? So what was your strategy to make them think differently, that mathematics can be studied in a different way?
Yeah, many students who have learned from me have said that if this is mathematics is taught like this, you won't feel the pressure. So, and then they feel that mathematics is not going to be useful in their lives, whatever they are learning, and it's not necessary. But, that the techniques that we learn in solving problems, we get many tools that you get a brain wiring to solve problems. You may not be using trigonometric identities or calculus in your daily life. So, but your brain gets wired in a different way to solve problems. So that also, the counseling also we are doing in this 360 degrees learning. We are doing that kind of counseling, why you should study this, why you should study 3D, how it is applied, all those things.
Yeah. So, ma'am, and actually, something nice happened before a few days. I got to know about your son, who came here for the Silver Union.
Yeah.
And who is an alumnus of IIT Madras, who passed out in 1909. And it was like really, I was happy to see when I could know that his mother was an alumnus, and later he became an alumnus. And as you you were an alumna of 1975, and how was this journey like? You made yours. How did you prepare your son for IIT? And actually, it's this mother and son both becoming alumni of IIT Madras. This is something unique, I thought. So really, because those days, those graduating from IIT, and later IIT entrance becomes so tough. No, now it's really tough. But those days when your son joined, how tough it was, and how did you prepare, and how did you feel when he joined?
See, usually in our households, we give importance to studies. We encourage them to do well in studies, and that is the ultimate thing in life. So naturally, he was brought up like that. I used to help him with his maths assignments and all that, school work. And at one point of time, from Delhi, we moved to Chennai, where I put them in Padma Seshadri. I also joined the school as a maths teacher. I would say that Padma Seshadri school has played a major role because there was peer pressure. All the students around him will be learning for IIT. They'll say, this book, Irado, shall know. Have you solved all these problems? You shall know in Irado. So we used to support him by getting those books. I used to hunt for those books in the old bookshops and then getting those books, drop him in the class, and then bring him back. All those we supported him. So that was, and the professors were too good. The school supported. The school would even arrange transport for the students to go and attend those coaching classes. That was the type of support that this OIG Parthasarathy had given to the students. So that way he picked it up. That is all.
So, like, how did you feel when he joined IIT Madras?
Yeah, of course, we were very happy, and we were thinking about which IIT to join. Then those professors themselves said Madras is better, Chennai is better. So and we are also in Chennai, so better, easy, close to us. But he stayed in the hostel. And then from there it took off. He also, I think, got a second rank or something. Then he is now he studied in MIT. Then that is also achievement for us.
Yes. So like, just want to know, like, your journey from H. Sudha to Sudha Subramanian.
Sudha Balakrishna.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Sudha Balakrishna. Sudha Balakrishna. Yeah. Like, and now, actually, I was talking to sir, and he was telling he had some previous connection. He was coming to IIT. He knew our second registrar, Mr. Sethunadan. So, and when you were studying, Mr. Sethunadan was the registrar, and I think director. You remember director? I think it was Professor Pandalai. Pandalai was the director. So, and would you like to tell more about, like, this your husband and
because he has been appreciating me a lot about my studies and my achievements. So he has been supporting me in whatever I do. So whether I join whatever, he helps me a lot at home. So that way, even now when we do some things on the computer, he helps with the slides and all that. Yes.
So I think do you have anything else to ask? Or we would like to know if you want to advise anything for the future generation who are now continuing, like C is continuing in maths, TSD. So the future generation who are continuing in maths. I think maths is something like is connected to all the subjects. And
yes.
Would you like to advise
the future generation? Times, we have more scope. We have financial mathematics. So in statistics, it's not necessary you have to become a professor and you do a PhD. And the thing is that you have to be fixed on your goal and not be carried away by distractions. Especially in this kind of a campus, there are a lot of distractions. You can either focus on your studies or get off somewhere. Even I have seen in my days, people going astray. So once you are focused, then definitely you will achieve your goal. Your determination is important.
I think that's all. That's really a good to know all about your life in IIT and later life, and all about how you spend your days and how you still connected to the subject in mathematics. So really, it was really a pleasure, to honor and privilege to discuss all those things with Sudha ma'am. So hopefully looking forward to seeing you again at IIT Madras. And thank you very much. And thank you, Amrita.
Thank you for having me here. It's really a pleasure. I'm very happy to be back here and discuss all these good old
Memories.
days. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.